What's good, Who That Nation, man? It's your boy Hoodie Jube, and we are back with another video. And we're gonna go over this, man. The New Orleans Saints lose to the goddamn Green Bay Packers. They blew a lead. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. But guess what? Let's get straight into the damn video.
You can't see us. I Saints going to the Super Bowl, talking black and gold. Cameron Jordan on the field, about to take a QB soul. Ever Kamara break a tackle, so you know he bold. Mike Thomas catching everything, so you know he cold. He talking Byron Matthew, he talking Marcus May. We in the backfield, we gon' make them pay. Them boys hitting hard, they need an X-ray. Yeah. We talking black and gold. 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 Straight to the Super Bowl. Your time is up. Our time is now. Say hoodie, you can't see us. Our time is now. Hoodie droop in the building. We shining now. We shining. You can't see us. Our time is now. You heard me? Your time is up. Our time is now. You can't see us. Our time is now. Say hoodie droop in the building. We shining.
Here he is, Hoodie Jube.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Hoodie Jube, and we are back with another video. And for those who don't know, y'all will know. There's no YouTube without your boy Hoodie Jube, y'all. I hope everybody's having a great Monday, man. I wanted to record it last night, but I had to let myself calm down, and I said I'm gonna record this on a Monday, where I'm a little bit more calmed down. But as I go over some of the stuff and basically go over this recap with y'all, might get a little furious, get a little mad because of some things that we just gotta go over, man. But y'all know, if y'all are new to the channel, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button while you at it, and also make sure y'all turn your notification bells on so you don't miss out on any of the great videos or live podcasts or watch parties that we do on this channel, man. But let's get into this video, y'all. Let's get it. So our New Orleans Saints, man, fall short yesterday, 17-18 to the damn Green Bay Packers, man. And the Saints was looking pretty good in the first half, before damn Derek Carr, man, got injured. Goes down, man. Basically kind of got thrown down to the ground. At first, I thought it could have been concussion, with the way it looked, with the way he hit the ground kind of hard. But then we come and found out, that he was good. He got up, he was walking on his own powers. So I was like, so maybe it's not a concussion, maybe it's something else. Well, they come out and they said it was a shoulder injury, and they said he will be able to, he'll be questionable to return. Well, they did some x-rays and stuff in the back, and they ruled them out, and they brought him to a local hospital to get more x-rays and tests, to see how bad the shoulder injury really is. But later on that night, after I got off of work, I got an alert from Ian Rappaport, and here it is for the injury, y'all. He said, Derek Carr is believed to have suffered an AC sprain, sources says. After a multitude of tests, there's no damage. When he plays, will be determined by the swelling and how he gains mobility. So hopefully Carr is okay. Hopefully the swelling ain't too bad to where we don't have him missing a big huge amount of games. And just for anybody who don't know what an AC sprain is, an AC sprain is an AC joint separation, also known as an AC joint sprain. Is an injury to the ligament that holds the, I don't know how to say this, but I'm gonna try this, acromioclar. I don't know how to say that big word, y'all, but y'all can read it yourself, joint together on the upper part of the shoulder. It typically occurs to a fall on an extended arm. AC joint sprains can be classified as a very mild grade 1 to severe grade 6 injury. All right. So I also looked up because I wanted to see how long does these things, take to recover, especially because they said depending on your swelling and, the damage to it, which they said it seemed like he dies the big damage and the tear part. He's just got a sprain, which is just a lot of big swelling and stuff like that. So when you look it up, it says how long does an AC sprain take to heal? Well, most AC joints injuries will start to improve within a week of the injury, but it can take up to 6 weeks for a full recovery. So it looks like Derek Carr can miss from 1 to 6 weeks for a full recovery, man. And we'll see, depending on how bad the swelling, probably later during the week, we'll probably get some more news on that. So I'm going to keep y'all updated on the injury, with Derek Carr as we continue to follow, Nick Underhill and Ian Rappaport and all of them to find out what, you know, is the injury, like how bad it is and, how bad the swelling and how long do they expect him to be gone, But if he gets pushed on IR, he's going to miss at least 4 games. So we'll see. We'll see how bad this injury is. But let's all put some prayers up in there in the chat for him and, hopefully we get him a nice speedy recovery. So, yeah, like I said, Saints was doing good in the first half. Second half, we didn't have no Derek Carr because he got hurt in the first half. And we looked good on defense basically in the third quarter. But once we got to the fourth quarter, defense just kind of let up because the offense was literally punting every damn drive. Punt, 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 punt. And when you're punting and you go 4 and out, it's it's easy for your defense to get tired. And the defense still did their thing and held the Packers under 20 points, held them to only 18, but we only scored 17, and those 17 points came from the damn first half, y'all. And guess what? 7 of those points was from the special team returner, Rasheed Saheed, with the return touchdown, which was a nice one, by the way. And also, we had a field goal by the late groupie earlier in the game, and then you had a touchdown pass to Jimmy Graham from Derek Carr earlier. But let's go over some of this stuff, man, that we need to that I wanted to talk about. And number one is I just wanted to talk about the O line, dude. This O line needs an upgrade. They need a change now. Like, this is unacceptable. 12 sacks in 3 games. You're averaging 4 sacks per game, man. And when you're doing that, your quarterback is going to get hurt. And guess what? Your damn quarterback got hurt because you are letting people come through that line, hitting them hard, tackling them to the ground, slamming them because y'all just letting people come through like everything is just free back here. Y'all got like a little free sign. Come on through. Get whatever the heck you want. That's what it seems like y'all doing out there, O-line. Y'all need to get y'all goddamn shit together and protect Derek Carr, bro. Everybody was all on Derek Carr and, oh, well, he ain't performing up to standard and stuff like that. But go look at your O-line and see how much time. This dude has like maybe 2.4 seconds in the pocket to pass. That is nothing, man. Everybody's just basically getting on him, man, and getting straight to him. He's being pressured. And you see what happens when your O-line don't protect, right? What happens when your O-line don't protect? Your quarterback gets hurt, man. So now we're gonna have to rock with my boy James for a little bit until Derek Carr, basically recovers from that AC sprain. Now, let me just show you a real picture of the O-line, right? This is your O-line right now. This is really your Saints O-line. Trash. Straight up goddamn trash. Yes, this is the picture of the goddamn offensive lineman for you. That is your O-line right now. The matter of fact, you might as well just put 5 trash cans in front of them, and I bet you they will block those damn people better than what our O-line's doing right now. It's goddamn freaking sad, y'all. It's horrible, man. O-line, y'all need to get y'all shit together, bro. Y'all really need to fix y'all shit. By the way, we need another speedy recovery for right guard Cesar Reeves, man. I know he went out with an injury as well in the game, so we definitely need him to they get a speedy recovery as well because we just paid you this season. So Cesar Reeves, bro, you need to get healthy, bro. I know he went out with a concussion. So there's one thing I did notice about this game. Okay, we was looking good in the first half, but once Derek Carr went down, it seems like the whole energy of the team just went down. Like everybody just lost it and just like act like we couldn't do nothing, knowing that we have Jameis Winston on the damn bench that can come out and do, the same thing that Derek Carr can do, which is pass deep, and do these passes. So I need to know from Pete Carmichael, bro, what's wrong with you, brother? Look, you were calling good plays all games. I've been liking your play calling lately. But I didn't like it to when Derek Carr got hurt. Y'all just wanted to be really safe with it and just run the ball, run the ball. When matter of fact, Jameis been finding people, especially like Michael Thomas. He was the one that found Michael Thomas open and started getting the ball into Michael Thomas and feeding him for like 8 yards and then 6 yards. Like he was the one that finally got Michael Thomas going. And by the way, I noticed when James was in there, dude, he was drawing quick passes. If your O line is shit and you only got two damn point 0.4 seconds to get the ball out before they already there pressing you and getting a sack on your quarterback, why are y'all not drawing up some more quick passes just to get the ball out your hand to where that defense don't have a chance to do that? You know, do what we used to do with Drew Brees, man. When Drew Brees had no time, they just did quick, 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 quick. Get out his damn hands, man. We need to do the same. We need to do the same thing, bro. Like it's not hard. Pete Carmichael, I don't know what's wrong with you. You definitely disappointed me yesterday with them play Collins, especially trying to be conservative in the second half, just because Jameis is in, man. Jameis is a damn great ass quarterback. He can be a starting quarterback in this league, and you need to freaking utilize him and let him be him, man. Stop trying to lock him up and have handcuffs on him while he's trying to pass. Stop trying to just hand it off all day, every day. You need to open it up, man. Let Jameis be Jameis, bro. You know why? That defense is good enough to hold you. If Jameis throws a pick or two, if he does, your defense is gonna help you out, man. But you gotta let it. You gotta let him sling it, man. You gotta remember the last two games. Why did you win in these close games? Because of those deep passes, those deep game-changing passes from Derek Carr. Why couldn't we do the same thing, huh? Why couldn't we, huh? I mean, I know that you did it at the end when we freaking needed it because we were down by one. But I'm talking about when we was up, we were still taking risks because that's what it took to end these games, right? So do the damn same thing when you got Jameis. Stop being so goddamn conservative, bro. Okay, Pete. Damn, y'all pissed me off. But on the other side, Dennis Allen, man, great defense, bro. Your defense is amazing, amazing. But they got tired, man, and I think once our quarterback Derek Carr went down and got hurt, it just seems like everything just swings. Like I said, y'all just started playing very conservative, and that was not the right way. Dennis Allen, you need to tell Pete Carmichael to damn step it up, bro. Tell him to change it, man. Like I don't know, it is what it is, bro. But Dennis Allen, we need to see some changes on that O line. You're the head coach. You need to make some changes, whether if you got to fire Doug Marrone or whatever you got to do, man. Doug Marrone, brother, you on the hot seat right now because there's no damn way you're gonna allow 12 goddamn sacks. You let that O line allow 12 sacks, man. You're supposed to be one of the best offensive lineman coaches out here, and you got us looking like the worst offensive line in the goddamn league. So Dennis Allen, man, you got some decision to make. Do you want to keep Doug Marrone out season? You let his ass go and go find somebody, man? I mean, you got to do because your O line is looking like shit, and your quarterback, that's your quarterback that you went and got, is hurt now because of that shitty O line for the past 3 weeks, allowing 4 sacks per game. So Dennis Allen, do something about it, or your Who That Nation is going to be really pissed and be booing us for real. They're gonna be pissed off at the round. So make sure y'all make some changes to that. Um, but before we get into our pluses, like our goods, because we did have some goods and all of that. I just have to give a special shout out, man, to the Green Bay Packers, man. They down 17-0 in the fourth quarter. Yes, they had, I think, a bull crap call from the refs on like a 40-yard pass down the field that gave them like an easy 40 yards from Alante Taylor, which I don't think that should have been pass interference. But the Isaac Yeedham one, yes, the Isaac Yeedham pass or whatever, pass interference was pass interference. I understand that. But some of these pass interference I was kind of like, like it could have went either way. Like I don't think it, really should have been drawn. Because I never seen a game of football where you cannot stop the receiver from catching it, and if you stop him from catching it, it's a penalty. I don't know what this game of football is turning into, but yes, the Yeadham pass interference. I think it was okay to call it, but at the same time, like if somebody else would have did that to the Saints, you wouldn't have called it. So like you kind of got to be fair on both sides on how you're gonna call shit like that. But shout out to Jordan Love, bro, for not giving up on his Green Bay Packers, man. It was his debut as the starter in Green Bay and Lambeau Field. He is the guy now for them, and you know. He started off the season 6-0, no interceptions. Yes, he did throw a pick to Lonnie Johnson in the game, But after that, like I said, he didn't give up. He came in the fourth quarter and did his thing, man, and got on the board. Um, so shout out to Jordan Love for not giving up on his Packers and not giving up in Lambeau Field, bro. And he came back and delivered a nice touchdown, went for the 2 point conversion, and drove down the field again and scored another touchdown. Like I said, he weared out our defense towards the end because our offense couldn't do nothing. You know, we was playing too conservative, and they took advantage of it. So I just got to give a shout out, you know, and give respect to Jordan Love for bringing his team back and helping them win. You know what I'm saying? I just got to do that. I also shout out to the Packers defense, man, holding us to 17 points. Don't forget they lost their starting linebacker Campbell to an injury. They didn't have Alexander out there and their starting corner. So they had a lot of missing pieces. And, you know, once we lost Carr and, you know, we didn't have AK because of suspension, we didn't have Jamal Williams because of injuries, you know, so we had to start our rookie running back, Kendrick Miller. But they still did their thing, you know, especially with this trashy old line, you know, like I think that's what's making a lot of defense look so good. But hey, when you hold a team to 17 points, man, I can't discredit it. Even though I know our O line's trash, you know, I think it would have been a different game if the O line would have held up, you know, and never got Derek Carr hurt. This game would have been a different outcome. But I still got to give where the credit is due. Y'all still came out on top, so I'm not gonna, you know, change that or color code any of that. So, like I said, shout out to the Packers defense, and another reason why Green Bay won this game is because of this guy right here, Matt LaFleur. He's a great head coach, very great offensive minded. And guess what? He knows how to do. He knows how to make changes and adjustments at halftime. Dennis Allen and them, Derek Carr got hurt in the first half. He came out in the second half, didn't do a damn thing to change it. You know why? You was up 17-0. You didn't have to make no goddamn changes. You just had to keep the play calling going. But you did go in there and made adjustments and changes. What you did, you try to play conservative. And what happens when we play conservative every time? It bites us in the ass. And guess what? You lost 17-18 by one. But guess what? Everybody's like, whoa, Blake Grupe didn't make the point. Blake Grupe didn't make the extra point. The field goal, man. He missed the field goal. But guess what? We should have never been in that situation, bro. And guess what? He's a damn rookie. And guess what? That's his first win. And I'm hoping that's his last miss game winner, okay? But goddamn, we should have never been in that position if it would have been for the O line protecting our quarterback. Derek Carr would have never got hurt. And I think this second half would have been a totally different. We would have won the game. And we wouldn't even need Blake Grupe to win you that game, okay? But shout out to Matt LaFleur, man. Really great head coach. Great adjustments in the second half to reel them in the fourth quarter from a 17-0, you know, basically you were down 17-0 and y'all made a comeback, scored 18 points, 18 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to take the lead and, you know, win the game in Lambeau with your new quarterback, Jordan Love. So shout out to Matt LaFleur, man, and shout out to the Packers. Now, let's get into a little bit of positive stuff, man. So I know y'all heard me earlier when I said Rasheed Shaheed touchdown, man. Rasheed Shaheed, bro, you did your thing, brother. Um, you are just being a star right now in the first 3 games, man. First 2 games, you was really having a lot of good receptions, you know, deep passes, touchdowns, and stuff like that. And then you come to Green Bay and you get a 76 or 78 yard touchdown punt return, brother, on special teams. Great touchdown, my man. And we want to see many more of those coming because we know you're the speedster. We know you're the playmaker, and we need to put those balls in your hands. Now, I noticed this game you didn't get targeted as much, which was a little crappy, but it's hard to target somebody like you who can go down the field deep, you know, and has the speed and all that when our O line can't even hold up for more than 2.3 seconds. It's sad. So, Rasheed Shaheed, man, we need to get that O line fixed for we can for Jameis can, you know, give the ball out to you, give it out to Chris Olave, and give it out, you know, to Thomas, you know. So, but shout out to Rasheed Shaheed on that big punt return, and shout out for him for the first 3 games, man. He's just been balling out. He's becoming a big star. So I'm happy, man. Super happy. Second one. Jimmy Graham is back. Jimmy Graham is back, man. Yeah, he was back in Green Bay as well. Remember, he used to play for Green Bay for a little bit of time, and it was just nice to see that the first touchdown of the game went to Jimmy Graham, bro. I was so glad he was back. I was pumped up. Just go watch the watch party. Go rewatch it. You gotta see me getting pumped up, saying Jimmy Graham is back, man. I was super excited. I know Saints fans went crazy when they seen Jimmy Graham scored, and he went in over there by the crowd and all that, and even the Green Bay Packers fans was even happy for him because he used to play for the Packers, you know. So, shout out to Jimmy Graham, man. We're glad you're back, and we're glad that y'all finally drew up some plays and used Jimmy Graham in the red zone because he can do that to a lot of different people because he's just that big body tight end, man. He can box people out and use his body advantage, and he's just gonna catch it, man. He's got great hands, so we need to see more of this P. Carmichael. We've been talking about the last 2 weeks why in the red zone we haven't seen that, but guess what? You did it this week. Foster Moreau was out this week, and Jimmy Graham did his thing for you, you know, in the red zone. That's what you need to start doing in the red zone, okay? That's all we need, P. Carmichael. Hit our boy Jimmy Graham, man. He's a big body threat. He can do it for you, okay? Shout out to Kendrick Miller, by the way, too, man. He had his rookie debut against the Green Bay Packers, man. He did his thing, man. I ain't gonna complain. He looked nice. Made a few misses in the backfield, you know, to get positive yards. Put his head down and running, and he just did his thing. He had a lot of good positive yards and stuff. But with that shitty O line, man, he did what he could, right? You know. So shout out to Kendrick Miller, man. I can't wait to see some more out of you and see what you're gonna bring to the table if this O line can get, you know, better for you. But like I said, so far they are trash. Next up, man, Taysom Hill, bro. Taysom Hill, we needed to use him a little bit more, but we didn't really use him as much. So what happens when Taysom Hill doesn't touch the ball as much? We don't win. And we needed to do some more trick plays and stuff like that with him, but we didn't do that this game. It just seemed like we were so conservative in the second half because of the Derek Carr issue getting injured. It seemed like everybody was just like out of it, and especially the coaches being out of it by just going away from being, you know, aggressive to being conservative in the second half. And like I said, every time you be conservative and you don't do the right thing that you need to do, it's most likely going to come right back and bite you in the ass, you know. So come on. We need to use more Taysom Hill. He's a playmaker. He is the Swift Army knife, man. He can do it all. The jack of all trades. You need to get Hill more involved, okay? Also, shout out to Alante Taylor yesterday, man. That brother was balling out over there. Like I said, yeah, they had that 40 something yard interception. I said interception, pass interference that they called on him. I think that was some bullshit. That should have been a pass interference call, but it is what it is, bro. But Alante Taylor, you was all over the place, stopping everybody from scoring touchdowns. I believe you got your first NFL sack yesterday, and you had two tackles for loss. So amazing day for Alante Taylor, bro. You did your thing. They had you playing inside and out, you know. So you did your thing, bro. I can't complain. I can't get mad at you because Alante Taylor did his damn thing. I think he got targeted like 13 times yesterday, only allowed 4 catches for like 60, 70 yards, I think it was. So that's amazing to get targeted 13 damn times. And you can say, well, he allowed 70 yards, but guess what? On 13 targets, he only allowed 4 of those catches, and 2 of those were just big plays, 30s and 20s. And I think that stupid pass interference call at the end of the game should have never happened to help them get into their first, you know, red zone thing. I think that was stupid. But it is what it is, man. Like, the rest are gonna call some bullshit here and there. So Alante Taylor, shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you. Now let's go back to the Isaac. Man, I gotta give Isaac some credit, man. He did his thing. He held his ground for most of the game. They kept trying to bully him and target him, since he was the weak link on the team, and he was holding it down. Yes, he allowed Dallas to score the touchdown on him. Yes, he got that pass interference call on him. Yes, he made a little mistake, but I think he still overall did a pretty decent game, man. Like I said, they didn't allow these points into the fourth quarter, and unfortunately, when you keep getting targeted, eventually they're gonna probably catch one on you because you're not Marshawn Lattimore. Eventually they're gonna catch you sleeping, and they caught you sleeping, and they caught you with that penalty. So, Edom, like I said, we didn't like the pass interference call, man. It sucks that you allowed a touchdown, but guess what? At the end of the day, I think you still held your own, and you showed us what you can do, man. I think you a really good, solid backup to come in, and help hold it down if we need you to. I think you did okay today. So special shout out to Edom as well. And it shows you how much we're gonna miss Paulson and Debo while he was out with that hamstring, right? We miss Paulson and Debo. And I also wanted to go over this as well. Everybody's hating on Jameis Winston, trying to blame everything on Jameis. None of this shit is on Jameis. Stop trying to blame Jameis when you know damn well what the damn problem is. The trash O line. That is the problem, okay? Y'all know it. We know it. We all know it. They are the reason why. Stop trying to blame our boy Jameis when you know damn Jameis Winston, man, came in and did his thing. And you know what else? Everybody trying to say, oh, well, it's Jameis' fault. How is it Jameis' fault when you know damn well it was goddamn P. Carmichael and Dennis Allen being conservative in the second half again? And that's what basically caused the problem. You can't be conservative in the second half when you were being aggressive in the first half and you was doing good. Jameis Winston's got just as good of a deep ball and strong arm like him. So do the same thing, you know. And like I said, draw up some quicker passes because your O line's trash and you're not getting enough time to pass. Do some quick slants, do some quick passes out. Do whatever you got to do to get the ball out quick for your quarterback. Don't get shafted and get hurt because next up, if that O line don't fix itself, damn, freaking Jameis Winston will be the next victim to get hurt. So come on. Come on, y'all. Fix this O line and stop hating on Jameis. He did nothing wrong yesterday. Okay. Jameis, I know you're gonna help us out, you know, when we need you to. Now let's go over some of these team stats and so we're gonna go over the QB and the running back stats right now. So Derek Carr, before he got hurt, he went 13 for 18, 103 yards, averaging about 5.7 yards, one touchdown, got sacked 3 times for 21 yards with a 67.6 QB rating, QBR, and then he had a rating of 104.6. Jameis Winston comes in, everybody's it's his foul, da 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 da. This man completed 10 out of 16 passes for 101 yards, averaging 6.3 yards per pass, no touchdown, no interceptions. Sacked 1 time for 8 yards. QBR of 55.4 with an 80.5 rating. So stop trying to blame him for something that he didn't he couldn't control. The O line shit and you're being conservative with him. You couldn't let Jameis beat, you know, what Jameis can be. So that's on them. But Kendra Miller, like I said, debuted, man. 9 carries for 34 yards, averaging about 3.8 yards per carry. Longest run of the day was 10 yards for him. Tony Jones Jr., 8 carries for 31 yards, 3.9 average, and his 19 yard run was the longest one of the day for him. Taysom Hill got only 4 carries, only had 4 chances to run this game with 12 yards, averaging about 3 yards per carry. And his longest was 6 yards of the day. Like I said, we just had to give him the ball more, and we didn't. It looks like they tried to do a just sweep earlier as well with Rashid Shaheed with 1 carry, but no yards on that play. So, like I said, I think we got to clean that up and get Taysom a little bit more touches and stuff. But I am happy to see how Kendra Miller debuted. You know, I think Kendra Miller's got a little bright future, man. Like I said, he just needs a better O line. This whole O line just needs a change. Now, wide receivers. Chris Olave, 8 catches for 104 yards, averaging about 13 yards per catch. 28 was his longest, you know, and he had 11 targets. Michael Thomas, 9 targets. He had 6 catches for 50 yards, averaging about 8.3 yards per catch. 18 was his longest. Tony Jones Jr., 4 catches for 21 yards, averaging about 5.3 yards receptions, and he had the longest 10. And he had 4 targets, so he caught 4 for 4. Jawan Johnson, 4 targets, 2 catches for 12 yards, averaging about 6 yards per catch. 7 was his longest. Taysom Hill caught 1 out of the 1 target to him for 9 yards, averaging 9 yards. Jimmy Graham, 1 catch that was thrown to him, 8 yards. What was it again? Touchdown. Jimmy Graham is back. And then Keith Kirkwood had 1 catch targeted, nothing. 2 targets for Rashid Shaheed, nothing. Kendra Miller, 1 target, 1 catch, but 0 yards. He had nothing to do, had nothing he could do with the ball on that pass. Now, let's go to our defensive stats, man. So, Pete Warner was your leader tackler with 11 total tackles, 7 solos. You have Marcel Lattimore right behind him with 7 total tackles. 4 of those were solos and 1 pass deflected. Alante Taylor, 5 total tackles, 5 solos, 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, 5 pass deflected, and 1 QB hit. Like I said, Alante Taylor was all over the place, balling out. Isaac Yeadham follows him with 5 tackles as well. 3 of his were solos, 4 pass deflected. So Yeadham did his thing as well. Isaiah Foskey leading the tackle boards over here with 4 tackles, 3 solos. Shout out to Foskey, man. Carl Granderson, who just got paid 4 tackles, 2 solos, man. He had some QB pressures as well. Granderson was out there balling. Jordan Haldane was another good rookie starter. 4 total tackles. 1 of those was a solo. Khalil Sanders, man, 4 tackles, man. And he had 1 QB hit. Tyrann Mathieu, 3 total tackles, 2 solos. and he had one pass deflected. Demario Davis with 3 tackles and one solo, with one QB hit as well. Brian Breesy, 2 tackles for 2 of those were solo, and he had one pass deflected at the line. JT Gray, 2 total tackles, one solo. Yeah, Malcolm Rose, 2 tackles, one solo, 1 tackles for loss. You had JT, I said that JT, Sewell with 2 total tackles, with one of them being a solo. You had Nathan Sepper with 1 tackle. You had Lonnie Johnson with an interception, a pass deflected, and 1 total tackle as well. So, like I said, our defense doing that thing. But I'm happy to see Foskey finally getting involved and doing some stuff. So, shout out to Foskey. I'll put some give some credit in the chat to Foskey, man. He did his thing. He's coming up, and Breezy's still balling out like he does. Team stats, though. Let's go over the team stats, man. So the team had 15 first down to the 21 first downs that Packers had. So for passing first down, we passed for 9 first downs. They passed for 13. We rushed for 5 first downs. They rushed for 5 first downs. Um, First down from penalties, we had one. They had 3 first down from penalties. That killed us. Third down efficiency was 4 for 14. They were 8 for 18. Fourth down, though, we were 1 for 1. They were 1 for 3 on fourth down. Our defense still stopping the Green Bay Packers on fourth down, which was amazing. Our defense is just that good. Total plays, y'all, we had 60 total plays. They had 71. Total yards, we had 252. They had 340 total yards. Total drives, 10. They had 12. They had more drives. Like I said, it was punt, 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 punt in the second half. It was nothing. Yards per play, 4.2, while they were averaging 4.8 yards per play. Our passing was 175. They had 245. Completed 23 for 34, while they completed 22 out of 44. Yards per pass, 4.6, 5.4 for them. Interception drone, 0. They drew 1 pick. Jordan Love did. Sacks and yards lost. We got sacked 4 times for 29. We only got to Jordan Love 1 time for 14 yards. Sad, sad, sad. O-line is trash. And the rest of these stats right here. Rushing attempts, we had 77 rushing yards while they had 95. We rushed 22 times while they rushed 26 times. Yards per rush, 3.5. Them, 3.7. Red zones attempts, we made 1 out of 2 times. They scored 2 out of 3 times in the red zone. Penalties. We had 7 penalties for 102 yards. They had 11 penalties for 90 yards. If you notice, how the heck did we have less penalties but more yards? Well, it was them 2 damn pass interference at the end that helped them finally get into the red zone to score their first touchdowns. That's what killed us. Turnovers, 0. Who had the turnovers? They did. All right. And who was the interception thrown by? Jordan Love to Lonnie Johnson, and it didn't help. And we also had a special team touchdown by Rashid Shaheed. And if you look at it, time of possession, 27 minutes, and they had 32 minutes. So, like I said, we need to clean up some things this week. Definitely need to clean up a lot of stuff. Um, but shout out to the Packers for making a comeback on us. Like I said, you got to give the team the credit, man. They came back. And all we can do is pray that our boy Derek Carr, man, has a speedy recovery. And hopefully it's not too big of a swelling to where he can be back in about a week or two. And like I said, Dennis Allen, P. Carmichael, please get this O-line fixed, bro. This O-line is motherfucking trash, and y'all need to do whatever y'all can to help him out. For Derek Carr does not look like this again, okay? Please help him out. And like I said, I'm gonna let everybody know and keep y'all updated on this. And I'm gonna see if we gonna go live. We might go live tonight and get y'all all y'all opinions on the game. Let all y'all anger out just like I did. So, like I said, I'm gonna keep y'all updated on Carr's injury as we do it, and hope to see everybody in the live tonight. But with that being said, if y'all don't mind hitting the subscribe button, if you are new, hit the like button on your way out, and also turn your notification bells on so you don't miss out on any of the great videos or live podcasts that we do on this channel. And also, if you would like to join and be a member, we got memberships low as 99 cents all the way to this $4.99 at the max. So if y'all would like to join and support the channel, join as a member, and don't forget our members and subscribers are getting giveaways on these Saints Cups. So don't miss out on becoming a member, because if you're a member and a sub, you got 2 chances at winning these Saints Cups. And Mr. Jerry, shout out to Jerry, the old freaking G, for winning the subscriber cup for this week. And we're about to go pick a member soon. And I'm gonna see, we might go do the members tonight and pick our members to win that cup. Like I said, we got many more cups giveaways to go. So make sure y'all become a member if y'all would like. And with that being said, I love y'all, hit that damn like button, like I said, and hit that subscribe button on your way out. And like I tell everybody, till the next video, live podcast, or watch party that we do, all I can say is, who that?